Flooding throughout Guyana. Health Ministry warns of monkeypox. Government obtains DNA testing equipment. And no solutions for flooding problem. I am Noriko Bulford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. Over the past 24 hours, the whole nation has been slammed by heavy rains, dumping over 15 centimeters of water in regions 1 to 6. Much of the capital of Georgetown was underwater until the cokers were released at around 2 p.m. The Rupununi in Region 9, along with segments of the Londonborough Road, are also underwater. The Hydromet Service said that the rains are expected to continue throughout the day with varying levels of intensity. Rainfall amounts in regions 1 to 5 and northern region 6 may exceed 15 centimeters in some areas. On a related note, close to 200 acres of rice in East Kanji Babis is under threat as water continues to rise in the Kanji River due to the consistent rainfall. Rice farmers who operate along the 8 villages spanning from Speculation to Devesta are the ones affected. The area, which is commonly referred to as New Forest, has an estimated 2,200 acres under rice cultivation, all of which is under threat of destruction if the river continues to overtop the sluices. Hours before an exhibition featuring Guyana's independence movement was set to open at the National Library, the organizer of the event, the Burnham Foundation, was told that the National Library could no longer host the exhibition as the library needs the space for another event. According to the foundation, the permission was granted since the 25th of April, and they spoke with the library officials as recently as last week about the event. The organization asserts that the decision was politically motivated. However, Demerara Waves reports that one source said the permission was rescinded because they had no idea what the content of the exhibition was about. Unfortunately, no one has been able to speak to the head librarian for a comment. The Ministry of Health is telling all medical practitioners in Guyana to be on the lookout for any cases of monkeypox. Yes, you heard right, monkeypox. A public health advisory was issued on Saturday. It noted that an acute skin rash may be present with lesions or blisters on the skin. It may also be accompanied by headaches, fevers, muscle aches and pains, back pain, weakness, and swollen lymph nodes. Though this is a spreading disease, one that's spreading globally, the Health Ministry noted that there are no known cases in Ghana thus far. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's Car of the Week. Currently on sale is this 2017 Toyota Rumi. It comes with Bluetooth, mug rims, new tires, TV, CD, stereo, fog lamps, bar camera, and much, much more. Buy cash for $3.15 million. Or pay as low as $630,000 down with around $60,000 monthly for 5 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit the showrooms at Lot 171 Piroshi, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them you could send you for this sweet deal. On Friday, the government signed a US $190 million contract with Brazilian company Construtora Queiroz Galvão S.A. for the construction of the Londonborough Road. I'm pretty sure I ruined the name of that company. Anyway, this project is funded by a US $112 million loan from the Caribbean Development Bank, a grant of £50 million, or US $66 million, from the government of the United Kingdom, along with $12 million provided for by our government. The road construction is the largest infrastructural project to ever take place in Guyana. The road will be 121 kilometers long with a 7.2 meter wide carriageway. It will feature a cycle and pedestrian lane measuring 2 meters wide, along with 10 bus stops outfitted with ramps for persons with disabilities. A number of bridges and culverts will be replaced, and some 123 lights will also be installed. On Sunday, Guyana and Trinidad agreed to remove non-tariff barriers on agricultural products. Previously, Trinidad placed barriers on some agricultural products entering the country, even through transit. But that will soon be coming to an end. Additionally, the two nations signed an energy cooperation deal on Sunday. While the details of the energy MOU have not been published, it should be noted that Trinidad's Keith Rowley has since declared that the previously shuttered Petro-Trin refinery can make itself available to refine Guyana's crude oil. You see how money changes people's opinions of you? On Sunday evening, one family in Parfait Harmony, West Bank, Demerara, were the victims of a violent home invasion. The family was in the lower flat of their home when the bandits assaulted them at gunpoint. They gun-butted the family before tying them up and ransacking the house and the family's grocery store. The four gunmen ran off with over $1 million in cash, personal electronics, and merchandise from the store. But the best crotch in Guyana? Wait, that should read, for all size of clutch discs and pressure plates for heavy-duty trucks in Guyana, check out Powered Automotive. Get this and other high-quality truck parts at the lowest prices. Visit them at Lot 1161 EE Eccles, or call them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Even though the Guyana Forensic Science Laboratory can perform DNA testing, Minister Ben related that there are challenges when these tests are to be conducted on badly decomposed bodies and in other circumstances where the sampling is poor. That's why the government has decided to stop being cheap, and they've finally bought the needed equipment at a cost of just $300,000 US. So we will no longer have to send samples overseas to be tested and have to wait months in order to hear back. The equipment is expected to arrive in Guyana soon. Now for today's oil update. 3 recent discoveries have caused Exxon to update its resource estimate in the Starboard Block. The new Barrel I-1 well is located about 20 miles southeast of the original Liza field, which is the first development in Guyana's Starboard Block. The Lukanani-1 well is located in the southeastern part of the block, about 2 miles west of the Pluma discovery, which was announced in December 2018. Meanwhile, the Patwa-1 well is situated about 3 miles northwest of the Katapak discovery. The combined discoveries have led researchers to believe there's another untapped column of hydrocarbons for them to find in this particular offshore block. It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, K-9 services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our stupid news of the day. You know what I think is stupid? The fact that we are still dealing with flooding issues. A large segment of this nation is currently underwater. But what makes it so stupid is the fact that we knew this was going to happen. And we know it's going to get worse. But out of the many projects this government is undertaking, a long-term solution to flooding seems to not be among them. In fact, it wasn't even one of the campaign issues, if I remember correctly. That is seriously concerning when you consider just how important this issue is. Now, I don't expect this issue to be solved now, nor do I expect them to solve it within the next 5 years. But I do believe that the 20-some-odd months they've been in office is more than enough time to start a feasibility study on the matter. While I do agree that building a new capital city inland is a good idea, focusing all our efforts there to just let the coast drown is pretty stupid. Now for our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. On Friday, I ask that the leaders of CARICOM are discussing food security. What are some investment suggestions you would have for them? RC View Farm says the leaders of CARICOM should jointly invest in a small fleet of transport vessels to move goods throughout the Caribbean islands. This would help to break the backs of the few private retail carriers who hold the agricultural community hostage. We should all support the JAGDEO initiative. It's not political, it's common sense. You are absolutely correct. While I hate these initiatives named after people, I do believe that it was actually good for the nation as a whole. In fact, it was great when he first proposed it whilst he was president. It's just very unfortunate that politics got in the way, but hopefully politics won't interfere this time. Or at least I should say hopefully politics won't interfere too much, because, it's Guyana, there's always politics. Also, I saw your response about your brother, and all I can say is, well, he really did get fortunate that time, so I'm happy for him, really. Tudi Dihan says, building communities and not schemes. Yes, that's a very good idea, but investing in a high-risk area and putting your people to live on mudflats like crabs is not. Invest in poor Guyanese people with care, and that is to build our new capital city in Linden. Since Guyana became independent, this vision was seen by one of our late leaders, and it was blocked and abandoned by every opposition and every other leader that ever led Guyana. And we're still voting, and that is very stupid because now that the black gold holes are under our shores, surely when the after effects start and the mud plate shifts, I pray that most of our people relocate to higher grounds because there will be none left to spend the oil money on. It's like the fool and his gold. Yes, another idea that was stymied because of politics. And hopefully it does not interfere too much with the actual moving of the capital this time because lives are truly at stake. And finally, Max Khan says schemes are like the suburbs of Ghana, but purely planned and not economically self-sufficient. It really is a waste of space and money, and unfortunately, the United States and Canada are just now learning that their 70-year experiment in building suburbs was a failed one. Let us please not follow in their footsteps. Before we get to tonight's question, you can multiply your cash by selling digital top-up. This is a legit way you can earn commercial money at your business or to supplement your current hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy by linking with Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. Now for tonight's question. What is a major issue that is not getting enough attention from the government or the media? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulford saying good night, folks.